Hello and welcome back, goats, to the Big Blue Purple channel. Today we're going to be talking about the last game I ever expected to talk about on this YouTube channel. That's right, baby. Today we're talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I've been a pretty big fan of COD Zombies ever since BO3 came out. I played the fuck out of that game and all of its DLCs, and I did all of the Easter eggs in that game. Naturally, back when BO4 was announced, I was pretty damn excited about it, especially knowing that we were going to have 4 launch maps. Unfortunately, we all know how that turned out, and the game was honestly pretty fucking dogshit at launch. And still, overall, BO4 as a product is a pretty dogshit game. But with BO3 PC being a complete disaster trying to load into anything because the menus are super laggy all of a sudden, I decided to install Black Ops 4. You know, a great feature about Black Ops 4 is that you can't actually install parts of the game individually like Black Ops 3, the older game, so you have to install everything all at once, including Blackout and multiplayer. I mean, seriously, who the fuck is playing Blackout on PC right now? Why do I have to install that? I really don't understand how BO3 had a system where you could just install zombies on its own, and then Cold War also had a system where you could just install zombies on its own. But the game in between those two, they just said fuck it. Either way, this video isn't about Call of Duty file sizes because that could be its own 10-minute video. Back when BO4 came out, I pre-ordered the deluxe edition because being such a BO3 Zombies fan, I was like, this is going to be the best thing ever made. Then I proceeded to try absolutely none of the DLC because I didn't like any of the launch maps and never touched the game again after my first 3 hours with it. This had me kind of excited going back, getting to try 5 DLC maps that I never played. Now the bad news is, 4 out of 5 of those DLC maps mean fucking nothing to me, but one map in particular that we're going to be talking about in this video, Ancient Evil, stuck with me quite a bit, and I think it's actually one of the best zombies maps I've ever played. One thing this map has going for it right off the bat is the setting. It takes place in Greece and it draws tons from Greek mythology. If you know anything about Greek mythology, or you've just played Hades, you're probably going to find something to like about this map. But before we get into all the cool stuff on the map, I also just want to talk about the BO4 systems and how different this game is than any other zombies game. Basically, you have to pick your 4 perks before you start as a loadout, and then there's only going to be 4 perk machines around the map, and you know what you're getting from all of them. I don't think I'll ever understand what the fuck they were thinking with this system because it just completely kills any variety and oh, I just went down, maybe if I had these perks, I would have been in a better position and not went down. The game just doesn't really give you the tools to adapt without going back to the menu, going into your creative class, and changing it. This is one of the biggest issues with zombies in this game, on top of numerous other things to be honest, as there are just tons of fucking issues, but this one is really rough. Not to mention the fact they removed Double Tap, removed Jug, removed Speed Cola, and implemented them in these most ridiculous, arbitrary ways ever. You just start with Jug now. That wasn't the case at launch, and part of the reason I quit the game was there was just no Jug in the game, and you had 150 HP, you died in 3 hits. There was nothing you could do about it. It was so fucking stupid. Either way, you just start with Jug now, so I suppose that's an improvement, but at that point, why just not make a perk for it? Double Tap is probably the most offensive of the 3. To get Double Tap, you need to Pack-a-Punch your weapon. That's right, 5 fucking times. You need to Pack-a-Punch your weapon 5 times to get Double Tap Root Beer in this game. And then to get Speed Cola, you just need to get all 4 of your perks, and then you automatically have it. This is probably the best implemented of the 3, but at that point, it's just Speed Cola. Was it really that much of a crutch perk that you had to make it locked behind getting 4 other perks? Bro, it's just a faster reload speed, chill. And the perks they added to this game to kind of make you want to try other things are honestly really shit. There's a perk that gives you fucking wall hacks on zombies. Who cares? Who is using that? And then you got shit like Blaze Phase where you can dash forward to do an attack every 30 seconds. It's not really good at all and I don't see anyone using it. Widow's Wine from BO3 is also absent here, even though it made its debut literally 1 game earlier. And it's now replaced by arguably an even more potent perk called Winter's Wail, that basically freezes the zombies when they hit you so they can't attack you anymore, but it doesn't do any damage. Not doing any damage sounds like a trade-off, but Widow's Wine used to kill the last zombie when you were trying to save it more often than you wanted it to. This, in my opinion, makes Winter's Wail just even better than Widow's Wine, especially considering the fact that the little ice burst that you let out when you get hit lasts for like 10 seconds while you run away from the zombies, and it just keeps freezing zombies that you walk by. That might be the Odin perk slot version of it, though, because the 4th perk that you choose gets a bonus when you have all 4 perks in this game, which is honestly a pretty cool system, and I'd love to see them incorporate that into other zombies games where, like, the last perk that you buy for your perk limit will get, like, a little bonus. So you might want to change up the order you get your perks in so that the last one you get might have a better effect. It'd be really cool to see that implemented into an actual proper zombies experience. You also start with like a borderline wonder weapon in this game, being your specialist, and you get to pick between one of 4. My personal favorites are the hammer and the chakrams, but all of them are so fucking cool, honestly, and at first I wasn't a big fan of them, and I was like, this is a huge crutch, but honestly, the game is very much designed around you having them, and it doesn't really feel that overpowered. A lot of stuff I hated about BO4 when I first played it has been dumbed down a bit or fixed to some extent that made the game more enjoyable, and I think just having time away from zombies and coming back to BO4 not expecting it to be like the other games, looking for kind of a new experience, you can appreciate it more that, it tried something different, as forced as it obviously was. Either way, enough rambling about the system changes. I haven't even talked about Ancient Evil yet. This fucking beautiful map that takes place in Greece. This map has 4 different wonder weapons that you can go undertake quests to unlock and upgrade. This is the classic winning formula for a zombies map. Every zombies map with 4 wonder weapons, except for the ones in BO4, not including this one, are pretty good. Now, I know what you may be thinking. 4 wonder weapons, well, we've seen this so many times now. We've seen Origins, we've seen DE. What is this? Just another copy-paste of that? 4 elemental gauntlets that effectively do the exact same things as the bows and the staves? Well, no, and that's exactly why I think this map delivers. The 4 wonder weapons on this map are very unique, and all of them are extremely strong. My personal favorite of the 4 is probably Auronos Gauntlet. This one shoots a giant fucking laser beam out of the sky to just blow up zombies. Charon's Gauntlet is like a hell gauntlet that will put pools of blood on the ground, and if zombies walk into them, they get dragged down into hell. Gaia's Gauntlet shoots giant earth shockwaves against the ground that just explode and kill a bunch of zombies. If you want to be Titan from Final Fantasy XIV, this is your fucking wonder weapon. And last but not least, you got the Auronos Gauntlet. This one shoots like a giant shockwave of a blizzard ice blast or some shit, and it blows zombies completely away. And it's kind of like the equivalent of the wind staff. First though, you just get the unupgraded version of these gauntlets. To get those, you go to the middle of the map, where you spawned, the starting room, and the lady in there will tell you where a dormant hand is. She'll give you a riddle. You just go ahead and find that, or look up the location or whatever, and then you bring that dormant hand to one of the 4 circles around the map, each with a different color corresponding to the god. You stand in that circle and you kill zombies for 30 seconds, and you get the wonder weapon. So basically, to get all 4 gauntlets, all you have to do is look for the dormant hands, find 4 of them, and then bring them to the 4 circles. 2 of the circles are going to be in the second part of the map, which you unlock from riding Pegasus, and 2 of them are going to be in the first part of the map, where you start. Which reminds me, I haven't even mentioned Pegasus yet. You get to ride a fucking Pegasus in this map, and it takes you to basically the Pack-a-Punch area, which is a whole other half of the map. When you go there, there's a bunch of doors to open. There's going to be 2 birds you have to free from their cage. To free them, you pull out your specialist weapon and you just slam on the cage. It'll break the 2 birds out. You then go to the middle of the underworld. It's called the center of the world. And the birds will shoot lightning at the Pack-a-Punch machine until they break the crystal surrounding it. In the underworld, you're also able to build the Pegasus Strike, which is one of the coolest equipment that we've ever seen in zombies. You put down a giant lightning rod and it summons Pegasus to just rain fucking lightning on the zombies. This thing is mad strong too, and you get it back pretty damn fast. Speaking of buildables on this map, there's actually only 2 of them, one of them being the Pegasus Strike we just mentioned, and the other one being the shield, which I think is one of the coolest shields we've ever seen in zombies. It's called Apollo's Will. It's like a round shield with a giant spear, and you can throw the spear at zombies, and it's also like a one-shot melee kill for an absurdly long time. Anyways, once you've gotten your hands, all 4 of them, the unupgraded versions, you can undertake the upgrade quests, which are honestly some of the simplest upgrade quests in any zombies map. Compared to like the bows in DE or the staves in Origins, there's really not that much you have to remember. For the Auronos Gauntlet, you need to go around and shoot these mirrors on the map. First, you're going to shoot them with your normal weapon to position them, and then you're going to reflect the light off of it with your gauntlet to fill this little cup on the side. Then you're going to melee that cup and run all the way back to Auronos Shrine before the little light on your gauntlet wears out. You repeat this for all 3 mirrors and bowls around the map. And then you just undertake Auronos Trial at her shrine. It'll give you infinite ammo. It's basically just a test run to try out your big laser beam that you just got. Gaia's upgrade quest will have you go around the map and shoot these 3 trees that are corrupted by the dark crystals with Gaia's Gauntlet to basically cleanse them. And then you're going to carry the little sapling that comes out of the tree back to Gaia's shrine. You repeat this 3 times, and then you just go into the trial, and it's the same thing as the Auronos one. You get unlimited ammo, and you just kill zombies until you're done. For Charon, you need to go to the River of Sorrow and kill enemies in the water until it becomes like this blood red, and it gives you the prompt to drink from the River of Sorrow. Once you drink from the River of Sorrow, any damage that you take will be permanent until you complete this step. So I highly recommend you have 1 zombie left when you do this, so you're not getting hit and killed. Once you drink from the river, you'll be able to see these coins around the map. You're going to need to collect 3 Charon's ovals. There's going to also be a bunch of false ovals around the map. Just either click F on them to make them disappear or completely ignore them. It will tell you whether it is a fake one or a real one when you're hovering over it. The prompt will tell you if it's real or fake. Once you collect all 3 real coins, just go back to Charon's Shrine, give them the coins, and then you will be able to undertake the trial. Charon's upgraded gauntlet is one of my favorites in the game. It shoots these pools of blood on the ground that just sink zombies into the depths of hell. The Auronos Gauntlet is the last one we have to upgrade. To get this one, it's probably the most difficult, I would say, just because it requires some weird positioning. But you need to knock zombies into these big arrowheads around the underworld. There's going to be 3 of them. Once you knock a zombie into the arrowhead, you have to shoot the feather that comes out and knock it towards Auronos' shrine. For the 2 arrows that are far from the shrine, you need to shoot the feather that comes out twice. This can be kind of tricky, and you might even go down if you're doing this mid-round, just trying to shoot the feather. You can get cornered really easily and just obliterated. Either way, upgrading these 4 gauntlets is really straightforward and easy, and it's honestly really fun. When I play this map, I never stop at just getting my favorite gauntlet. I love getting all 4 of them because the process of it isn't really tedious at all. When I play Der Eisendrache or Origins solo, unless I'm doing the Easter egg on Origins, there's no way I'm getting all 4 stats. I haven't done the Easter egg on this map or anything, and I don't really know if I plan to, even though the boss fight looks really fucking sick, I can't lie. I honestly just wanted to make this video to kind of get this map out there. Like, I know people who have played it generally like it, but I feel like a lot of people, like me, just kind of wrote it off as being in Black Ops 4, and, you know, I don't want to play that game because it sucks. Especially in a game where everyone just considers 9 to be the best map. I think this map is leagues better than 9, in all honesty. 9 is fun, but I honestly think that map is mad boring once you play through it a couple of times. Don't get me wrong, 9 is still a pretty fucking good map, and it's definitely one of the better maps in this game. But I think Ancient Evil is the absolute best map in this game, and arguably one of the most interesting and best zombies maps ever made. There is also a 3rd tier of upgrades for the wonder weapons. You can actually get the Exalted Hands. These are pretty damn annoying to get though. You need to kill one of the elemental zombies of each type in each of the corresponding circles to fill them with souls. Once you've done that, you can go do challenges at the Pack-a-Punch machine, 1 for each gauntlet, and then you can effectively Pack-a-Punch all of your gauntlets. This gives them all some extra ammo, and I thought it was worth mentioning just for the sake of mentioning. So if you're anything like myself and you prepaid for this season pass back when you fucking bought the game like a dumbass, then hey, maybe come back, give this map a shot, see what you think. Worst case scenario, man, you just uninstall the game again because you hate it. Honestly, never thought I'd be sitting here recommending a Black Ops 4 map to someone, but honestly, this map is really fun and I'm kind of mad at myself for sleeping on it for so long. Anyways, I think that's just about going to do it for this video. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, leave a silly comment, share with your friends, get out there, and play some Ancient Evil.